Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Brain Dead Breakdown. And today I'm taking a look at a much requested thing. It's been about a month since this has come out, from what I think now, because I think this came out just before Wembley, if I remember right. But it's the offering from Drumeo with two. So it's like Sleep Tokens 2, interview and playthrough of things. This is a first for me. Like since I started doing music reactions, I haven't done any proper long form content. Well, here we are. I'm going to sit here and record this in one, probably chop it up into parts and stuff. But yeah, like we're gonna feel this one out and see what happens. But it's a 53-minute video with talking and performance. And I'm interested. I've heard things. I've heard a lot. Like my friends that are into Sleep Token have been trying to save the spoilers and stuff, but there's still little snippets that have got through about like the way he talks and the way he approaches music, and I'm interested. Like I'm interested, and I've been looking forward to doing this. But it's a 50. So I got hiccups. Whoops. No. I've been looking forward to doing this, but it is a 53-minute video, so it's like it's taken a little while to put it into the schedule, but here we are. We're going to do it. Ladies and gents, without any further fucking around, this is an offering from Drumeo.
I am Sid, and this is an offering from Drumeo.
That was a good way to kick it off, wasn't it? Good way to kick it off. Fucking bit of vor. Oh, and there's like a conductor, a symphony. Like I love it when the way it's like he drum kits his bitch, you know, and he's giving it a fucking spank. That's right, son, you eat your fucking mask. Confirmed, two's white. He pulled down his mask too much, you saw the skin. Is that an 808 pad? Like, is that a common thing? Comments, like, I'm not a drummer. I'm not a drummer, obviously, but like that doesn't feel like a common thing. To have like just a random fucking 808 pad hooked up to your physical drum kit that you can. It feels like that you'd have someone on the decks with a button normally, you know, like that. Correct me if I'm fucking wrong, like, but like, I like that. I like that a lot. Like that's not something I would have expected. Had I not watched this video, you know, like if you'd have asked me like those sound bites or those sounds that come through on Sleep Token songs live, like, oh, how are they played? Oh, they're just on the backing track on the metronome, you know, they just come through. But no, it's actually two with a pad going doof, doof, on. I like that. Small thing, small thing, like the little things. You know, but anyway. So let's get swallowed whole. Controlled chaos. Controlled, super controlled. But then those feels, like it's just his body barely moves, but you just see the hands going fucking 90. Love it. Only ain't done yet.
Well, to all of you out there watching, this is going to be a really special.
You're fucking really? Just straight in, they don't know no time. Well, I suppose it's already a 53-minute fucking video, but like no time for that to settle in at all. Like that was round of applause for 2 on that one. That was fucking good. Like not a drummer. So, you know, I'm sure there's going to be, like, there's always that one guy in the comments on my reacting to 2 videos that's like, oh, but there's way more technique. Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck. I like him. I think he's really good. So, you know.
Well, to all of you out there watching, this is going to be a really special Drumeo live feature because this is the first recorded video interview that any member of Sleep Token has ever done, and we're honored that 2 has decided to do this with us. So welcome here. Thanks for tuning in.
The little smile.
And
look at the
we're honored that 2 has decided to do this with us. So welcome here. Thanks for tuning in. And for any of you who don't know who 2 is, he's a founding member and the drummer for the anonymous band Sleep Token. And they just put out a brand new album this year called Take Me Back to Eden, which is one of my personal favorite albums of this year, of 2023. And I highly recommend you go check it out. It's unreal, and 2's playing is incredible.
Ladies and gents, let me ask you, should we?
Just run it back, give me 5 whole minutes, I am.
Sorry.
But
I just triggered like all of the Sleep Token fans in the fucking, like, yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. I got that on a soundbite. How you like me now? All right, okay.
Before we jump into the interview, what you see here on the YouTube channel just scratches the surface of what we do here at Drumeo. Inside of our membership, We have thousands of song transcriptions with drumless tracks, including tons of stuff from Sleep Token. We have a full method that will teach you anything and everything about playing the drums. So if you want to check that out, there's a link down below, drumeo.com/trial, and you can see everything we're up to in the members area. We're going to get into it. We're going to be talking about Tu's drumming. We're going to be talking about some Sleep Token songs, and Tu is going to be playing a bunch of tracks. Let's get right into it. Here we go.
Once again, and the night comes down like heaven. The night comes down like heaven. The night comes down like heaven. The night comes down sounds like in the low light, inside divine, we tangle endlessly, like lovers entwined. I know for the last time you will not be mine, so give me the night, the night.
So from the drums, you can hear lots of influences just in your playing. You can hear rock, metal, electronic music. How do you apply all of this within your drum parts?
I've always personally taken a lot of inspiration from the UK dance music scene. Listening to the various subgenres of drum and bass specifically allowed me to incorporate stylistic traits from those genres into my vocabulary as a drummer.
You got me in a
I don't think that is okay, all right. So for my American audience, that might be a surprise to you guys, but like to the Brit, that's not a massive shock, you know, because like I'm not a dance music guy. I've never fucking been a dance music guy. Don't get me wrong, like I've like at all. But on UK radio, it's hard to avoid. You know, like so many people listen to Kiss FM. You know, like fucking dance music and R&B and all of that stuff. And it's just like get into taxis, go into shops, Kiss FM, you know, like, and so like I'm familiar with the UK dance scene, even though I'm not a part of it, you know, like, and the music and the styles and all of that. And hearing him say that is not a shock with the style, with just like some of the feels, and this comes back to the thing I said before as well. Like, there's always that drummer in the corner. He's not the most technical, yeah, because you're looking at it from a metalhead's perspective, and you're comparing him to straight metal drummers who, of course, go fucking balls to the wall and all this stuff. But he's technical in a different sense. He bends genres and takes styles from different genres that shouldn't necessarily fit in this one and makes them fit, whether it be the UK dance scene or grime, or I'm sure he'll go more into his influences, but like there's other things that are mentioned in the drum, like jazz, you know, like fucking there's a lot of jazz influence. I could be wrong, we're gonna find out, but like jazz influence in the drumming and stuff, it feels like, as well, and stuff that you don't normally get in metal, and it makes it all the better for the mainstream. And that's the distinction that a lot of people don't get. Yes, if you're a straight metalhead, you probably don't like his drums, but for the mainstream who don't understand drumming, they just hear something cool that's different in this context of music. It's the reason that I think that people like Dave Grohl because he's a nice guy, but like his drums in Nirvana, like a lot of non-drum people love that shit, and he's spoken about it. That was straight from like fucking Motown and dance and that kind of stuff, and he just put it in that. But it was a bit different. It was something, you know. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fucking carry on this, man. I'm extending the life of this. 53 minutes, my whole mate. This is gonna be fucking long, right?
My vocabulary as a drummer.
You got me in a chokehold.
You got me in a chokehold. Oh, hi, Will.
Beneath the stormy seas, above the mountain peaks, it's all the same to me. It makes no difference. I've seen my days unfold and the impossible. I've turned my walls.
Inspirational is another word. I'm not going to pause it for this one. I'm just going to say it. But like, inspirational is another word because like he makes me want to learn drums, which the average metal drummer does not do. Because I look at it more as a compositional tool than just old drums. And inspiration to a musician is invaluable. Like it is just, it's priceless, you know.
So over the 3 Sleep Token records, how has your playing evolved from the first to the last album?
I would say that while my stylistic approach and goals have generally stayed the same, my vocabulary on the kit has expanded. I tried to work on not always using the same phrases or using those phrases in the same voicing to ensure the parts remain somewhat interesting. However, this
Oh, don't. I love how he talks. I love how Two talks. I love it. This is great. This is amazing. This is like, he's talking more like, yes, he's using like terms about phrasing and things, but he's more talking about the theory behind how he approaches music, to just, oh yeah, I drum in 16th notes and then throw this in on the offbeat, and you know, like that shit's so fucking boring to listen to. And if he throws it in later, I'm sorry, I've just shot myself in the foot. But like right now, these are the conversations I love with musicians, and I'm sure Matt could back me up. And like, we've been talking like pianist to guitarist and stuff, and it's just like, once we start getting into this realm where it's just more talking about the theoretical and how the approach, and not necessarily this is how I compose, but this is how I approach my playing, because that's what's interesting. That's what you can learn from other people, because we all put together our own approach, no matter your influences, no matter your styles, no matter who, you put your own approach together. And it is always interesting to see how other people approach the same task, because even though you may not change your approach, or it's still your approach, you may take little glimmers. You may think, that's really good, I could incorporate that into mine. And this is what I love hearing, and he's very eloquent with how he's putting it across as well, and I like that. Like, this is good. This is good shit.
in itself is a continual work in progress. As a player, I will admit that I, like others, don't always achieve this, but to me, that is very, very much all parts of the journey itself.
I love that bit of piano.